Hello, and welcome to Forgotten America. Today, we travel deep into the deserts of California, to a place where time itself has stood still. A place once alive with gold miners, gunfights, and dreams of fortune. Now left silent, dusty, and frozen in history. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a story from America's forgotten past. This is the story of Bodie, California, the ghost town that froze in time. The birth of Bodie. In 1859, a prospector named William S. Bodie discovered gold in the hills near the Sierra Nevada mountains. His discovery, though small, would eventually spark a rush of miners. Sadly, Bodie himself never saw the town grow. He died in a snowstorm the very same year. But the camp he started soon took his name. By the late 1870s, Bodie had transformed from a small mining camp into one of the wildest towns in the American West. Thousands of miners, families, and businessmen arrived, chasing the dream of wealth hidden in the earth. The Golden Era, at its peak in the late 1870s and early 1880s, Bodie was home to nearly 10,000 residents. The town had dozens of saloons, gambling halls, a red light district, schools, churches, and even its own newspaper, the Bodie Standard. But Bodie wasn't just about gold. It was about survival in a harsh, high-altitude desert. Winters were brutal, with blizzards that buried homes and temperatures that froze the land solid. Still, the dream of gold kept the town alive. Lawlessness and violence. Bodie was often described as one of the most lawless towns in the West. The phrase, "bad man from Bodie," became famous. Drunken fights, shootings, robberies, and murders were everyday events. One visitor in 1881 wrote, "A man for breakfast, a bullet for lunch, and a coffin for supper. That's Bodie." This reputation made Bodie both infamous and fascinating. It was a place where fortunes were made overnight, but where life could be lost in an instant. Decline of the town. By the 1880s, the richest gold veins were running out. Many miners packed up and left for new strikes in Montana, Arizona, and Nevada. The population shrank, businesses closed, and families moved away. By 1915, only a handful of residents remained. Newspapers called Bodie a ghost town, though a few diehards refused to leave. Frozen in time. Unlike many abandoned towns that vanished completely, Bodie was left largely untouched. Buildings remained standing, furniture sat inside dusty rooms, and shops still had goods on the shelves. Today, Bodie is preserved in a state called arrested decay. That means the buildings are protected from collapsing, but are not restored. Walking through the town feels like stepping back 140 years. You can still see school books on desks, dishes on kitchen tables, and mining tools waiting for work that will never come again. The Curse of Bodie. Over the years, a strange legend grew around Bodie. Tourists began to believe that taking anything from the town, even a small rock or nail, would bring bad luck. The Bodie curse became so famous that the park still receives letters from visitors returning stolen items, often with apologies and stories of misfortune. Whether you believe it or not, Bodie has a way of holding on to its past. Bodie. Today, Bodie is now a California State Historic Park. Each year, thousands of visitors come to see its weathered wooden buildings, rusty mining equipment, and empty streets. But unlike tourist attractions, Bodie isn't polished or rebuilt. It's left raw and authentic. Dust still swirls in the wind, windows still creak, and the silence feels almost alive. For many, visiting Bodie is like traveling through time, a reminder of the wild dreams, hardships, and human struggles that built America's West. Bodie is more than just a ghost town. It's a frozen memory of ambition, greed, struggle, and survival. It tells us that towns rise and fall, but stories remain. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Forgotten America. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends who love history. Until next time, may the echoes of the past guide your imagination.